Hello and welcome to this Friday's Fun Fold video. I really appreciate you dropping by. I have a really nice fun fold for you today. Elegant. I think it's elegant, and it's elegant because of the beautiful designer series paper that I'm using. I'm using the Ornate Garden specialty designer series paper, and they call it specialty because it's got gold on it. Any of our papers that have gold on it, or it's embossed, or it has some special finish on it, is called specialty paper. And if it's just colored paper with a design, then it's just called designer series paper. This is delightful because it introduces one of the new in colors called Bumblebee. And it has early espresso, it's got the gold on it, it's got mint macaron, old olive, terracotta tile, and whisper white. So the card I'm doing today is a window card, and you open it up and then there's a card inside, and we're going to build this together. I've done a lot of the work because, as you can see here, I've used a lot of different circle framelits or dies that I have. I'm using two collections. One is the stitched collection, so it's got the ovals, the squares, and the circles, and the other one is our simple circle collection, which has both the straight edge cuts and the scalloped cuts. So I've combined all of those together to create this card. And I also embossed the front of the card with this beautiful ornate floral embossing folder. This is part of the Ornate Garden suite. This color is one of our new colors. This is called Cinnamon Cider color. And I cut this out with the stitch, the largest stitched circle framelit. And I cut this out. So the key is you cut it out first and then you go ahead and you emboss the front. So I've embossed the front of this card with that beautiful embossing folder. All right, now that's the main part of the card, the outside of the card. And then for the inside of the card, I have another piece of cardstock that I've cut and scored in half. And this actually goes in like this, reversed. Okay, so you open the main card and then you're going to flip open the inside card. All of the cutting and scoring measurements will be on my blog post, and the link will be down below in the description box. So you can go on over there and prep all of your materials and make this card. So let's get started. So I decided to build the inside of this card with DSPs on this front panel. So what I did was I cut a piece of the designer series paper. You see this has got these beautiful daisies on the back and then this beautiful gold on the front. So I'm going to layer this onto the front of this card like this. And then, so that will close like that. And then I built a bunch of circles to put for the front of the card. So what I did was the circle that I cut out from the front, I've kept that, and that's going to go on the inside of the card. So when I glue it in here, I'm going to actually position it in this frame so I get it in the exact position. And then I used another circle, scalloped circle. You can see it here. We're going to put that in there like that. Now, I wanted to just feature, I didn't want a greeting, I just wanted to showcase this beautiful paper. Now, how I got this is I cut it out of this piece of paper here. And then I decided, well, you know what, I can use this on the inside and create something from that. So rather than waste this piece, so what I'm going to end up doing then is I'm going to open this card up. And then I'm going to put this on the inside here like that. Okay, so I trimmed it so that it would fit inside here. And then I've built up another set of circles. So this is some terracotta tile with some scallops. And then I've already stamped birthday wishes on here, and I've backed this with another scallop circle in old olive, and I'm going to put that inside like that. So that is going to be how our card is going to come together. Isn't that fun? I think that is lots of fun. So let's get started. We've got lots of gluing to do. So the first thing is I will glue down this piece. So we'll build the inside card first, and then we'll deal with the outside card. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to glue this on top of this piece here. So I'm going to use my silicone mat, and I'm going to pull out my tape runner. It's a shame not to use this side, but that's the difficulty with using our beautiful DSPs, is sometimes you don't know, which side to use. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on the four corners, and I'm going to get that lined up on this card. Like so. So that's going to go on the inside like that. And I'm going to glue this now down. No, let's glue this down to this card here. So we'll put tape on the back of this. Actually, I think I'm going to use Tombow. So make sure you put it in there the right way. Get it nicely centered. Hold that down for a few seconds. Like so. Okay. Now, to build up the front, you're going to take the circle that you cut out of the front, and I'm just going to stick it in there. Okay, but I'm going to put some glue on the back, and then I'll get that to stick to the front. So I'm just going to use Tombow for this. Close the card, and then stick that back in. And then I can build up this piece here. Now, I haven't quite decided. Maybe I'll put this on some dimensionals. So I'll do this one flat, this one. And I'll do the other one on dimensionals, I think. And let's put this on dimensionals just to give it a little height on the card. I really loved how this card came together. There we go. So there you go, there's your front of your card. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. And then they'll open it like this, and then they'll have the inside of the card. Okay, so we're going to glue this on the inside of the card here. And again, I think I'll use, I'll use my tape runner. Like so. And then we're going to build up these pieces. Now I don't want to put these on dimensionals because they're on the inside of the card, and I don't want any bulk on the inside of the card. Alright, so we're going to build these up. Now first what I want to do a little bit of stamping on this card. So from the Ornate Garden, let me pull that out. From the Ornate Style, this is there's 2 stamp sets that are in this suite, and with some coordinating dies. And so this one I've taken out this little tiny flower. Did I take it out already? No, I put it back. I was working on another card earlier. So let's just mount this on a block. And I'm going to stamp this in black. I really like to put stamping on my greetings. I think it's kind of a cool thing to do. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit. So I'll glue these 2 pieces together. I just love these layering framelits. There's so much you can do with them. And I have to start using the term dies. Everything's going to be called dies now and not framelits, edgelets. The Sizzix line had all of these different names for different types of dies. And we're just going to go with dies. If it cuts paper out, it's a die. Or it could be a punch. That's something different. Alright, so that's going to layer on that. So let's color our little flower. So I want to use Old Olive for the leaves. Let's pull in some dark Old Olive. I'll get a little bit of shadow going in there. And then I always like to go back over it with my light just to blend it in. There we go. Okay, and there's lots of different colored flowers in this paper. There is the bumblebee. The new in colors, they came with a set of blends as well. All of the colors in the new in colors except for bumblebee, because we already have a number of yellows, and the yellow that's the closest is the Mango Melody. So this is the Mango Melody. So I'm going to use this to color my flower. The other colors in here are Terracotta Tile. This is it's not Calypso Coral. This is Calypso Coral. This is Blushing Bride is in here as well for your different pinks. Let's just add some dark. I'll do the center and then I'll just do I love the way the stamps have these little black marks on them, and that kind of gives you an indication of where you could do some shading. So it really helps you if you're not a professional colorer, artist. It kind of helps you along. And that gives you a little bit of depth there. So doesn't that look sweet? So now let's put this on top of here. And then we'll almost be done, or pretty well done, our card. Let's just get that centered. I like using Tombow glue when I'm using these dies, because you can move it around a little bit to make sure that you get it centered. So then we're going to put this in here, but I thought I had done another circle in here. Maybe not. Maybe I left it white like that. But you could almost put another circle in here if you wanted to cover up that white, but I think that looks okay, white with white in there. Okay, so let's just glue this last bit in here. And get that centered and get my greeting straight. There we go. There you go. There's your card. Isn't that sweet? You could have put the greeting on the front as well. There's lots that you can do there. I really didn't want to waste this circle, although this cinnamon cider cut from this cardstock, but I could have reserved this for another project and even done a different color circle in there to offset it a bit, but I think that looks okay. And then you open your card and it says birthday wishes, and then here you can write your greeting. So I hope you enjoyed this card. I really did enjoy making this card, and once you get all your pieces cut, it goes pretty quickly. So there you have it. So as I mentioned, all of the cutting and scoring measurements will be in the description below on my blog. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you could subscribe and click the bell, and then you'll get notified when I post another video. So thank you once again for stopping by. I enjoy having you watch my videos. Bye for now.